Yeah, so guys, please limit questions as well. So stick with one first time around, and then we can get more if we need to.
I'll try and cover a lot of them in my opening statement, so listen for your question here. You know, we have, we've come so far as a basketball program. And I pleaded with people early on to just give us some time, because with 6 new guys growing up in front of your eyes, they knock the rotation off because they're taking minutes. Veteran guys have to sit. Everybody's got to get comfortable again. We got to grow and evolve. And we really hit our stride, obviously, last weekend. This team still has a lot of growth potential left, because Washington is the best team in the league by far, and they're a really good basketball team. They were really good last week. They're going to be really good next week. Their growth is already there. They're there. We're not there. Individually, we can get better. You look at a guy like Marvin Cannon, was phenomenal tonight. Jazz Coots played on one ankle, turned his ankle 2 days ago, and you look at his production in the game. So as Marvin goes, CJ still goes, Jazz has potential to go. There's growth potential individually that allow us to grow as a team that's going to get us better. So I'm pleased with how they've hung in there, how far we've come, because we're in the second half of the conference, and we just feel like we can play, we can beat anybody. Unfortunately, in this game tonight, we looked so good for so long, and that veteran team kept its composure, and we lost our composure, particularly in the last 90 seconds, even the last 2 minutes of the game. There were some things out there that shouldn't have happened for a team that has worked so hard and has been preached to so much about clock management, practicing clock management, point guard leadership coming down the stretch. We made some plays that we tried to make some plays, I should say, that we didn't need to make. We lengthened the game when we should have been focused on shortening the game and giving them an opportunity to take control of the game. To their credit, they just took advantage of our miscues and closed out the game. I'll open up now for you. I don't know how much more you need to ask, but go ahead.
They obviously play with a lot of length, and their zone creates problems. But do you think near the end they were doing anything more to cause the turnovers, or was it all self-inflicted?
You know, for as good as their zone is, I thought in the first half we were outstanding defensively. To beat a team like Washington, it's not so much your offense. You got to defend them, because when we play, we really try to focus on the full court being our half court. So beat them down the floor before they set a zone. We were really good at that in the first half at times. I thought we stopped running a little bit. Sometimes that has to do with easy buckets inside by them. They can get back on transition. So their defense is good, but we got away from defending them to get them to miss so we could get out and run and get down the floor like we were in the first half before that defense could set itself. And when I watched them play Auburn, Arizona State, they all were very effective in transition and try to get down the floor before they set the zone. Once they set that zone is pretty effective.
Coach, what can you take away from the performance tonight, going down the stretch and getting ready for the Pac-12 tournament?
You know, we have 4 more games here in Beasley. That was by far the best crowd I've seen here as a coach, and even working with the Pac-12 network when I came here to do games. The energy in that building, it had that roar that was here when George Raveling was here, where you hated to come in here and play because that crowd was sitting on top of you. And we've created an environment that they forced Washington to turn the ball over a couple times with that roar in the building. The energy was just incredible in here. So the takeaways will be, we're still a team that is improving and still a team that has an opportunity to grow. We're not hit our ceiling anywhere near it, I don't think. So if we can continue to listen, stay humble, learn the game a little bit in terms of our miscues, if our veteran players and everybody and the new guys can continue to gel and stay together, because it's hard being a vet that's sitting on a bench at times. I realize that. But this team still has growth potential, so what I can take away from it is, you know, Washington was the first team in the second half of the conference, and look how far we've come. Now let's regroup, got a quick week, let's see how far we've come against the Colorados, the Utahs, and as we get back out on the road again. A long time since we had back-to-back weekends at home.
You scored 45 points in the first half, 25 in the second half. What was the discrepancy there?
Defense. I mentioned that today to the crew that did the game, and when they said, what's the key to the game? I said, it's defense. Because again, when you can get stops very similar to Arizona and Arizona State. When you can get stops and rebound, you get an opportunity to run. We're so fast and we're so skilled at getting down the floor. When you're not getting stops, now all of a sudden it kind of bogs you down a little bit. And I just thought our defense got away from doing the job we needed to do in that second half. Just making tough plays. There's some plays there we could have made where Dickerson had 3 or 4 tip-ins, putbacks, and things like that I felt affected our running game.
You enjoyed a 33-27 rebounding advantage. That wasn't the case when you played in Seattle. Was there anything that you saw in your scout heading into this game that might have impacted that final stat?
The thing that's impacting and the way you can out-rebound in Arizona State and Arizona, and now you out-rebound on Washington. I looked at the stat sheet, but I'm assuming you're correct on all that. But the big thing that's different is the length of Jazz, the length of Marvin. Those guys are long and athletic. And you can put a lineup of CJ, Robo, Isaiah, Marvin, and you throw Jazz in there, and here comes Jeff, and here comes Gervais. That's a big, long team. And they're not only are they big, Marvin led the junior college tournament in rebounding as a 4-man. And you saw his athleticism tonight. Jazz is a tough rebounder, very smart. CJ is just a competitor on the glass. Isaiah was a warrior in junior college on the glass. So we've recruited guys that can rebound the ball, gang rebound, and as they have gotten more minutes, they understand now when they can go attack, and that's been the difference. And we're blocking out better, but it's really those guys' ability to go get the ball.
With them keying in on a Robo, obviously, in the first half and sort of limiting his attack. With your floor comment,
say it again?
With Robert being kind of keyed in on the first half and them limiting his output, when they are keying in on your floor calming leader like that, are there any adjustments you make, or do you feel like it'll come?
You know, I told him, it wasn't so much they were keying on him, it was the rhythm of the game. I told him just relax and let the game come to him. There was a point in time, I think, when him and CJ both were out of the game, certainly one or the other, and I think we built the lead then with the group that was on the floor. So them keying on Robo gave other players, hello Marvin, Cannon, Jazz, an opportunity to step up because those are good players. So it doesn't hurt us when Robo gets keyed on. He did a very good job of distributing the ball and letting the game come back to him and hit some big threes down the stretch to bring us back when we got down a little bit as well too. So hats off to him. And you know, we had a tough close to the game for him and all of us, but I thought he did a good job of relaxing and letting the game come to him. It wasn't so much they were keying on him, it was just other people had an opportunity to score, and they did a nice job of stepping up and scoring.
Just before that final UW inbound, it looked like there